Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. Today is Tuesday. It is the first day of March. Holy cow, it's National Daggum That's Good Day. It's National Fruit Compote Day, National Horse Protection Day today, National Minnesota Day, National Peanut Butter Lovers Day, National Pig Day. It's also National Pancake Day. I thought that was earlier this year. Apparently, I had my notes wrong because now it says it's today. Self-Injury Awareness Day. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Fat Tuesday today, or for me, it's just Tuesday because, you know, I'm fat every Tuesday. Oh, that's not what that is. And Fastnacht Day today. So all that stuff, a lot of stuff going on. And we're going to reach out to Heidi's dad, my father-in-law, for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
We do that every Tuesday. If you listen later in the program, you'll hear why. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
At BetterCreditCards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. Why pay more interest than you need to? We have cards with amazing points and perks. If you're not a point person and just want the lowest interest rate, you can find those too at BetterCreditCards.com. You can also find credit cards designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card. Give yourself a little credit at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com, a survey given to 1,000 mothers to see what sort of things they crave most when a new baby is in the house. Number one craving was a good night's sleep.
Yeah,
Informal online
sure.
survey also says they would like a maid. They would like to be able to take a long hot shower, preferably at least once a day at the spa, some really sexy lingerie. Is that the first thing you want when you're like, I just got home from...
the way my body looked when I...
Well, and the funny thing is, I'm not saying that's bad. I just, the look on Heidi's face when I said that one.
Yeah.
She's like, what? Personal chef and time to use the bathroom by themselves.
All of them I agree with except for
that
the
one.
whole
Yeah, there you go.
sexy lingerie thing.
All right. In a different survey, air travelers said complimentary snacks are not nearly as important as saving money on their flight. They're going, I'll give up the stale pretzels if you knock a couple bucks off.
But we need leg room.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of leg room would be good. And our final survey found that 10% of diehard Star Trek fans take the show too seriously. 10% do. There you go.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
It's Bernie Carrick, former New York City Police Commissioner. If you own a gun, you need to check out StopBoxUSA.com, the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home and get instant, reliable access to that gun. It's an awesome weapon retention product, especially if you have little kids at home or frequent visitors. Get access to your gun in under a second. StopBox is the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home.
Use discount code RADIO to save 10% at StopBoxUSA.com.
You need to check out StopBoxUSA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know for the first time chimpanzees have been spotted applying medicine to each other's wounds? It's an example of empathy among animals. Chimps were seen capturing insects and applying them to their own wounds, as well as the wounds of others, possibly
How great is that?
as a form of medication. It was during a study conducted in Gabon, Gabon. The study lead said our two closest living relative, chimpanzees and bonobos, bonobos, they swallow leaves of plants and they chew on these bitter leaves to kill parasites. But this was the first recorded instance of them helping another animal with an injury. So that's interesting stuff.
Yeah, that's
And they
really
say
cool.
it was something other than leaves. It was an insect that they think was, helping them feel better, and they did it for themselves and for their friend. So that's interesting stuff. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Spider-Man No Way Home has officially unseated Avatar to become the third highest grossing domestic release in U.S. history. So that's kind of cool.
Really?
After weeks of speculation over whether Peter Parker had the legs to bump the people from Pandora for that bronze, Spider-Man No Way Home collected the remaining $1 million to push Avatar to the curb. So fourth place now for Avatar, third place now for Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm looking to see if it tells me who the rest are. Number 2, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Avengers Endgame was number 2, and then Star Wars: Force Awakens is number 1.
Okay.
There you go. It's a whole lot. I got it in the show notes if you want to read it. It's probably easier to read rather than whatever I just said or however I just said it. But it would require an additional $1 million, by the way, for Spider-Man to bump up to second place. $100 million, so it'd take quite a bit. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
The Vegas Travel Center is offering 3 days and 2 nights accommodations to Vegas. They'll completely waive the package price. Plus, you get tickets to your choice of activities as well as meals. Jump on this now. Obviously, a deal like this isn't going to last. When they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss out. Just call 605-210-5220 and they'll get you set up for a great getaway. Call now for this special radio offer. 605-210-5220. That's 605-210-5220.
Now your scoop of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. If winter's got you down, hang in there. We're not too far away from spring. A survey finds that 1/3, 33% of American adults, see spring as a good thing. And they say it's their
spring. It's
favorite
my
season.
favorite season.
Is it your favorite?
It is my favorite
Almost
season.
as many. 29% would be happy in 4 months when their favorite season, summer, hits. And 27% like fall the very best. Only 6%, by the way, chose winter as their favorite season. So 33% say spring, followed by summer at 29%, followed by fall at 27%, and then 6% say
Spring
winter.
is my favorite because everything is coming back to life. Everything seems so
that's cool.
happy and
I like-
fresh and fun.
I like fall because, I don't know, just for
Everything's
whatever-
dying.
No,
and
it's not the
brown,
dying part.
And it's dark and it's miserable and winter's coming.
Well, I suppose. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Hey, competitive eaters, I've had some of them on the program. They're not just good at stuffing their faces. Their digestive system functions differently than ours. Researchers compare the eating habits of leading competitive eaters to men who weigh 45 pounds more than the competitive eater.
Right.
They scanned the two men's stomachs during a hot dog eating contest. Normally, your digestive tract makes wave-like contractions, even when there's not food in it. The process pushes food through your body, but the competitive eater's body showed hardly any of this,
Really?
even after eating 36 hot dogs.
So how do we
36
make
hot
our
dogs?
body do that?
I don't know. Researchers say his stomach behaved more like an expanding balloon than like a squeezing sack. So they're saying they've trained themselves to do this differently.
Okay,
So
and they weigh
pushes-
less?
Yeah. A lot of competitive
So-
eaters are little people.
How do we make our bodies,
I don't know.
like
Oh,
the average
I
person,
know.
make our bodies do that?
We have to eat 36
I
hot
don't think
dogs.
that's the way it works. No.
Okay, that's probably not. All right, your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Aloha! Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? GMDvacations.com is a family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Kauai, Hawaii. Your family will absolutely love the area, and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can have your own area at a vacation rental from GMDvacations.com? Visit Hawaii with us and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. On Facebook and Instagram, online at GMDvacations.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little program we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie, he'll give us some gov. We talk each week and we learn fun stuff. Everyone loves him, he makes us laugh. Sometimes he's wrong, then he fires his staff. Get ready to learn something. Here we go. It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
How you doing, Charlie?
It's Tuesday.
It is.
Well, it must be the phone only rings on Tuesdays. So.
Well, it's the only day you let us call you. If we try to do Wednesdays with Charlie, it just doesn't work.
Well, nobody ever wants to talk to me anyway, so.
We always want to talk to you because we learn great stuff. Like, what kind of cool stuff are we going to learn this week?
Well, we got some things in here it'll be all right.
All right.
I just come up with some stuff here. My staff's been on vacation, so.
Okay.
So you're doing the best you can all by yourself?
Really, I fired them.
What kind of cool stuff are we going to learn about today?
Here's something that I know Fluff don't do.
What's that?
The average person only speaks 10 minutes a day.
Only 10 minutes a day?
Yeah.
I don't talk a lot. John
Talk
talks a
more than
lot.
10 minutes.
I probably don't even get 10 minutes in a day because between John and Troy.
Well, Burmeister, he's way above that.
That boy. I don't know where he gets it. Okay, I know exactly where he gets it. He gets it from me.
He makes them average people look like nothing.
10 minutes. I can do that standing on my head.
He can do that in his sleep, and he does because
Yeah.
he does talk in his sleep.
Absolutely.
You got stairs in your house?
We do.
Yes.
Okay. The 2 steps at the top and the 2 steps at the bottom are the 4 most dangerous steps in the staircase.
No kidding. I suppose you're either going to trip going up or trip going down. You don't typically trip in the middle.
Nope. Unless you're drunk.
Yeah. Then every step is dangerous. Have you ever fallen down the steps, Charlie?
Oh, yeah.
He says that like it's an everyday thing.
Yeah, you haven't? So, have a
Many
question.
times.
Have a question for you. Were you drunk?
I've been known to have a few alcoholic beverages.
Heidi has a fun story about you and some stairs too. I guess you painted yourself into the basement one time.
Oh, that was an accident.
Painted the steps, and then he's standing down in the basement like, "Oh no, how do I get upstairs now?" Hey Heidi, throw me a beer.
Oh, that's awesome.
I had beer service and a drain down there. What more do you need?
Absolutely. You gotta just camp out down here for the rest of the day.
And a pool table, so you were good. You had stuff to do.
Yeah. Definition of common sense. You know what that is?
What's that?
A rare form of intelligence. Only 1 in 12,000 are born with it.
1 in 12,000 have common sense?
And we're talking to 3 people, and I think I'm the one that has it.
I don't think so.
Don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure it's me.
Really, it's you? Yes. Yeah, let's go with that. Judges? Yeah, they gave you the big old thumbs up. Hey, you ready for a question, Charlie?
Remember that intelligence 1 in 12,000?
All right, I got a question for you. Americans consume a lot of aspirin. How many tons of aspirin per day do Americans consume?
3.5.
No, 42 tons a day.
Are you kidding?
Americans consume 42 tons of aspirin every day.
Holy.
Does my staff go to work for you? Is that where you're getting this stuff?
Hey, they
wondered where they've been.
They were looking for work, and I said, hey, you always got good stuff. I'll tell
Now you know why I fired them.
Yeah. Unbelievable statistics.
I find that very hard to believe.
Well, you better believe it, Heidi.
We don't lie on the air.
Charlie's staff gave it to me, so you know it's true.
I don't think I take 1 bottle a year.
Well, that's just you, but this is the whole country. We're not talking about just you.
Yeah.
It's not always about you, Heidi.
There's other people out there.
Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure to chat with you. We'll catch up again soon, I'm sure.
I can't wait till next Tuesday.
Me either. Fun stuff.
Be quite an experience.
I think it will. We're
Always
looking forward to
is.
it. Thanks, Charlie.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
At bettercreditcards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. Why pay more interest than you need to? We have cards with amazing points and perks. If you're not a point person and just want the lowest interest rate, you can find those too at bettercreditcards.com. You can also find credit cards designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card. Give yourself a little credit at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There are no seagulls in Hawaii. I guess I never
Really?
thought of it. A lot of chickens in Hawaii, at least on Kauai, but there are no seagulls. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In 1926, jewelers paired with advertisers to sell the concept of the male engagement ring. They had names like the Pilot, the Stag, and the Master. That, again, was
that's-
1926.
That's dumb.
So up until that point, there was not really an engagement ring like we know today. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Beavers can hold their breath underwater for 45 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah. And fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
On average, it costs twice as much to dine out as it does to eat at home. I think it's probably even more than that, but
easily.
They say on average, when we go out to eat, it costs us a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Because there's only two of us.
And we usually bring our kids.
Yeah, and when we have other people. I think I got room for one more fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The crossbones on a pirate flag are human thigh bones. So if you've ever wondered what those bones are, that's what they are.
It happens to be a human thigh bone.
Yeah.
Thigh bone, John.
Hey, that's from one of our favorite movies, The Burbs.
I love that movie
it's
so
a fun
much.
movie. Those were some fun facts for you. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
It's Bernie Carrick, former New York City Police Commissioner. If you own a gun, you need to check out StopBoxUSA.com, the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home and get instant, reliable access to that gun. It's an awesome weapon retention product, especially if you have little kids at home or frequent visitors. Get access to your gun in under a second. StopBox is the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home.
Use discount code RADIO to save 10% at StopBoxUSA.com.
You need to check out StopBoxUSA.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline China. A guy in China visited a police station to pay some traffic fines when he realized he was out of cash. He rushed out to get some money at a nearby bank, but he left his phone there. Not sure if he would return. Police looked at the phone, tried to figure out, okay, how do we get a hold of this guy? And that's when they realized, wait a minute, this phone was just reported stolen. The guy came back into the waiting area to fill out paperwork, and they go, oh, yeah, come back here with us. And then he was arrested for stealing an iPhone. So,
well, that's too bad.
Yeah, well, no, it's good. I'm glad that he had to do what he had to do, because then he got arrested for stealing someone's phone. Don't do that, by the way. Don't ever do that. That is a terrible, terrible thing to do, taking stuff from other people. Wouldn't you agree, Heidi?
Of course.
Why are you laughing at me then?
I was just laughing the way you try to turn everything into some sort of a public service announcement.
So don't do that. There you go. Listen to Uncle John, kids. Don't do that. All right. That is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
The Vegas Travel Center is offering 3 days and 2 nights accommodations to Vegas. They'll completely waive the package price. Plus, you get tickets to your choice of activities as well as meals. Jump on this now. Obviously, a deal like this isn't going to last. When they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss out. Just call 605-210-5220 and they'll get you set up for a great getaway. Call now for this special radio offer. 605-210-5220. That's 605-210-5220.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Can you imagine taking 20 minutes to eat 3 raisins? It's one of the exercises associated with increasing popular trend of mindful eating. Mindful eating is basically meditation with food. It started out, of course, at a Buddhist monastery. That's where this type of thing would probably make the most sense. Health experts tout its benefits, though, in everyday life. At one time, Google even had 1 mindful lunch hour per month at Google Corporate. Okay. It's not a diet, by the way. You can even eat a cheeseburger mindfully. It's the act of taking the time to thoroughly chew each
I could probably use that in my life,
and to
honestly.
Experience the flavors in a different way, and to really think about the food before chowing down on the next bite. It might actually cause you to make healthier choices in the long run.
You know what? That is a phenomenal idea.
It really is. But can you even imagine 20 minutes to eat 3 raisins? 20 seconds would even be too long.
If you stop and say, I'm not going to have another one for a while.
Yeah.
That's probably a good thing all the way around
bad
for your digestion.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just weird. That's why it is today's Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Heidi, these are the craziest street names in the United States. These are real places.
Okay.
In Michigan, there is a path. It's called Psychopath.
I would live there.
Heidi would love that address. 1212.
I would love that.
Psychopath. No, you'd want to be at 1313.
I would want to be at 666 Psychopath. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not moving with you. Pennsylvania. There is a court in Pennsylvania called Divorce Court.
What about tennis court?
There you go. There's a tennis court. I know of one of those. ZZYZX Road in California. Unexpected Road, New Jersey. Tater Peeler Road, Tennessee. And Far From Poopin' Road in Tennessee.
Wow.
All of those are crazy street names, and they're all real. Thanks for listening. You can read all of those, by the way, in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Aloha! Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? GMDvacations.com is a family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Kauai, Hawaii. Your family will absolutely love the area, and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can have your own area at a vacation rental from GMDvacations.com? Visit Hawaii with us and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. On Facebook and Instagram, online at GMDvacations.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. They're known for quotes, Heidi, but insurance quotes.
Okay.
So, yeah. So here's our quote today from Adam Gropman. It says, here's some advice. At a job interview, tell them you're willing to give 110% unless the job is a statistician. Because you can't, then it doesn't add up. A statistician, people who do numbers.
Oh.
So they're saying, tell them you're going to give 110% unless the job is a status. I can't say that word. Statistician. Am I saying it wrong?
I don't know.
Does it really matter?
It really does not matter.
We know what I mean, right?
Sure.
Was it funny if I said it right? Still no?
You're saying unless you're a statistician.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking like like somebody who gives anesthesia.
Oh,
the way you said it, I was thinking, why is that funny? I don't think that's funny at all.
We're gonna move on. It's your quote of the day, but probably doesn't make no sense. Brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. This, I think, is a sad story, but also a happy story. Her dying mom loved Bambi, so she brought her one last surprise, Bambi. So there's a lady who was actually at the very end of her life, and this bittersweet moment was captured on camera. Lisa McDonald shared the story to Facebook. It says, I wanted to share this story. I'm currently along with my sister caring for my mom, who is not expected to make it through the night. She's been a lover of deer her whole life. She's a huge Bambi fan, has statues everywhere. She wears a Bambi t-shirt, and she's going to be cremated in a Bambi t-shirt as well. My sister and I and the rest of the family, they're all supporting us to wear Bambi shirts when we go to see her. And now she found a real-life Bambi to surprise her mother. Unfortunately, her mother's health was deteriorating quickly. She said, I found a place on Facebook. They had a mobile farm for kids, birthdays and whatnot, and they had a fawn, which is a baby deer. And they were willing to bring the deer to see this lady's mother.
Oh.
So they brought it right away because her health was deteriorating quickly. There's photos and videos online. They dropped everything. They said, we'll get there right away. So it was like a Bambi emergency.
Oh, that's...
So they got there right away, and it was just a few days after the visit that the mother passed away. But she had a chance to pass peacefully, and she also had a chance to basically hang out with Bambi for a little bit, which is something that made, her final moments really, really special, which I think is really neat.
Wow.
So, and I'm glad that the hospital or the place that they had her allowed that to happen, because I could have very easily seen them go, oh, you're what? You're bringing a live deer in here? No.
For sure.
So
yeah, that's beautiful. I love that.
It really, really is a neat story. I've got that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.